What's up, you guys? It's the Tech Playoffs, and I'm back with another video. And right here we have the iPhone 14 Pro Max. This is in the purple color. In some lighting you can see that it's purple, but also in different lighting it kind of looks like a grayish or maybe like a light black. I got this color because this is the only color they had available for me to pick this up at that day. So I'm not too mad at it. Like I said, it's a dark color, so in different lighting it can be silver, black, or purple. This is the Pro Max version. So I got the big boy. This is a 256, I believe. So the top of the line flagship phone from Apple. The camera housing, as you can see, the camera lens is pretty huge compared to the previous one. I mean, yeah, the 13 series did have a camera housing that was big as well. But me coming from the Z Fold 4, that's what I had before I popped my SIM in this, or eSIM, because this doesn't have a physical SIM anymore. This just seems huge to me because the Z Fold 4 is thinner when you open it, and for some reason this thing just feels massive, even coming from the Z Fold 4. But like I said, this is a the 14 Pro Max, so this is the big boy, the biggest one you can get. I'm running iOS 16, and as you can see, I'm running the beta. So as you can see, I do have the new battery percentage. With the new beta, I believe it's 6.1, it'll actually show you the battery meter where you can see it's halfway with the 52%. With just iOS 16, it will give you the battery percentage, but it doesn't give you the meter, the actual reading. It just shows you a full white battery bar. This is my setup. This is what I got. Just want to address this real quick. I know a lot of people were complaining about the always on display, saying that it takes up so much battery, that they should have just put the clock and the weather and the calendar. That's it. It shouldn't show anything else. You can do that. You can create that yourself. As you can see here, I have the always on display, pure black with no lighting. As you can see, it's an OLED display, so everything's black, and I just have my date, my time, my weather, my rain meter, if it's going to rain or precipitation, the battery of the phone, and my fitness. That's all it has. It doesn't have an image in the background, so I don't understand why everyone's complaining about the image of it killing battery and it's too light. It shouldn't have a background image. Change it. Put a pure black image. You don't even have to add a picture. You can just change the black color and the customization under the lock screen. Stop complaining. Change the settings. I don't get it. Anyways, so as you can see, pure black lock screen. I just have the information I want to see. I'm going to unlock that for you real quick. The biggest upgrades to this versus the 13, I know the display, if I'm not mistaken, got a slight bump in resolution. You can see that the dynamic island is what they call it. So if you're doing something, let's say play some salsa, I'm gonna lower the volume so I don't get no copyright. It'll expand on the top around the camera cutouts to show you some information. You could also do two things at once. So if I want to go down, hit a timer, and hit start and swipe up, it's gonna break apart from that oval, put a separate circle, and then you have your timers as well as the music. It's cool. I mean, to me, it's not groundbreaking. I can't speak today. It's not groundbreaking, but hey, they had to do something because, in my opinion, I believe that the notch, even though I didn't like it, it takes up less screen real estate as this dynamic island, because it was higher to the top. So when you're watching a video or you're scrolling through social media, it showed you more of a picture on top. You're not going to see nothing on that top line there that's lit up. So I'm not sure why they had that there. You're not going to see nothing on there. It's cut off. Anyways, they had to do something to make it new, to make it fresh, in order for people to buy it. They did upgrade the cameras as well. Cameras are pretty good. They upgraded the sensor to a 48 megapixel sensor. So that's a pretty high bump in an upgrade. And if you take pictures, it does some pixel bending where it'll take it down to a 12 megapixel, even though it has a 48 megapixel sensor. You're still supposed to get more detail. But if you go into the camera and you activate Pro RAW, you can take a full 48 megapixel image. And yes, will it take more storage? Yes. But you will get a more detailed photo. In my opinion, I took a couple and it looks pretty good. Speakers on this sound pretty good, dude. They're pretty loud, but I'm sure you guys already heard that in other videos. My thing is, I just want to address a couple things. Dynamic Island, it's pretty good. I wouldn't upgrade for that. If you have like a 11 or 12 and you want to jump to the 14, okay, you know, it's a pretty worthy upgrade. But if you have a 13 Pro Max, I would not upgrade for that Dynamic Island because it doesn't do much. Maybe in the future, will they add some features to it? Maybe, who knows? But it's not wowie, me at least. So that, then like I said, the lock screen always on display is pretty cool. If you have something playing on the bottom, or you're watching sports and it'll show you the sports score or anything like that, that normally shows up on the lock screen as information or now playing, you'll see it on the always on display. And like I said, if you put a pure black image, you're not going to worry about the battery dying so fast, and it's going to look nice. It's going to look like the Pixels and the Samsungs. People keep saying, oh, they should have did Samsung. They should have did like Pixel. You can do that yourself. Just don't put a background picture. Simple. Anyways, and then the other thing I wanted to address is, like I said, people saying that the battery wasn't as good as the previous version because of the always on display and, you know, that whole mess I just explained to you. In my opinion, I unplugged this device yesterday, I believe at 11:30 p.m. It is the following day at 2:30 p.m. and I have 52% left. That is with the always on display on. I did not turn that off. So if I go down and go into settings and take you to battery, you're gonna see that I unplugged this at 11:30 yesterday, last night. That was the last time it was at 100%. I did not charge it ever since. And right now I am at screen active 7 hours and 35 minutes, 2 hours and 16 minutes idle, and I have 52%. So as you can see, what I was using, Instagram, TikTok, I watched about 1 episode and a half of a show on Apple TV, some podcasts in the background, some Twitter, some YouTube. So this is a battery champ. Not sure what everyone else is talking about. Yes, battery will vary depending on your usage. Everyone uses their phone for different things. I did not game on this. I don't normally game on my phones. It's just pure entertainment and social media. So I got around, what was it, 7 hours? And I am halfway through my battery life. I still have 52, more than half of my battery left. So that's my setup. That's what I have on my phone so far. I like to keep it pretty clean, no folders, nothing like that. Just the apps that I mainly use throughout my day. And that's pretty much it, man. It's an iPhone. If you have the 13, if you have the 12, it's pretty similar in design. Pretty similar camera bump, just a little bit bigger. And like I said, squared off design, big display. They've always had good displays, great speakers, great battery life, especially if you have the Max. Biggest thing, as you can tell, physically is Dynamic Island. But like I said, in my opinion, that is not a reason to upgrade. So I'm going to leave it at that, guys. If you have any other questions or concerns, you can leave me a comment down below. Please always subscribe. That helps me continue making these videos. And as always, thank you for the support, and thank you guys for always commenting and watching the videos. As always, guys, I wish you guys have a blessed day. Peace.